What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Curse of Strahd. With us today, we have Snall playing Barkley the Druid, Gura
Yay.
playing Amafrey the Rogue, Vincent Valencia playing Burton Antidrigus, Spoopy the Doopy playing Siliqui the Druid, and Hulk Hogan's 24-inch Pythons playing Hoppa the Paladin. And the story so far, the party is making the long and dangerous journey back to the main area of Barovia, having plundered the Amber Temple. It's been quite a difficult journey, as traveling through the Salinka Pass. It is bitterly cold, and there are dangerous beasts all along the way, but the end is in sight. Or is it? No, it totally is. We're gonna be done with it today. I'm getting tired. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting kind of tired of just move, random encounter. Alright. I yearn for something more. Alright.
There's so much XP in it.
I know, there is. You guys have leveled up like 6 times just on the road. So the way that this works for anybody who hasn't been here in previous sessions is in 1 day's worth of travel, they can go 3 of these hexes. And traveling those 3 hexes, after which will be a long rest, and eat once a day in the extreme cold of the Salinka Pass, everyone needs to make a Constitution save. Failing the save will give them 1 level of exhaustion. And checking my notes, it looks like nobody is currently exhausted. I lied. There are totes people exhausted. Sila has 1. Barkley has 1. Okay. Also, at once a day, I'll be rolling on the random encounters table. A random encounter happens on any roll above a 13. And then we'll go into more detail about what happens then and there if it's necessary. So let's go ahead and get things started. Go ahead and move our token. This token represents the party moving along the world map. We're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then that'll provoke the first roll of con saves from everybody. Oh, Sila, no. Hoppa, is your aura +2 or +4?
+4.
+4. Alright. So B is pass, and then nobody else needs to pass, right? Because they have Ring of Warmth and Boots of Winter or whatever, things that give them resistance to the effects of the extreme cold. Alright, so Barkley manages to fight away his level of exhaustion, and I'm just going to keep notes instead of having to mark it on your token. It's easier that way. Oh no. Get off of there. Sila 2, Barkley 0. Alright. And you make it through the day uneventfully. Nothing happens. You wake up the next morning refreshed and energized and ready to move on. So, another day, another set of con saves. Sila goes back down to 1 level of exhaustion. Burton! And Burton gains 1 as well. Alright, and let's go ahead and make a roll here. 17. Okay, so as you guys are wandering through the snow and ice, give me a moment to prepare all of the tokens. As you're wandering through the snow and ice, Sila, you think you see something moving off in the distance.
Can I tell what it is?
No. You didn't actually see the object. You just saw movement.
In front of us or to the side?
To the front. Maybe about 80 feet ahead. And
Okay.
it's midday, so visibility is good, but it's just quite far.
I tell the group that it looks like something's moving, maybe coming towards us about 80 feet away.
What do you want to do? Should we go intercept it?
I'm going to pull out a fuzzy.
Okay. And what'd you get?
It's a black bear.
Black bear. Rawr. Alrighty. And I just realized why I wasn't supposed to archive that map. Whoa. Because that map had all my preparations on it. Oh, good. They're still there. All right. As you are walking forward,
and I want to tell the black bear, and I speak to it in Sylvan, and I tell it, use all your senses, eyes, ears, and nose, and go forward until you can tell whatever that is moving, and then come back and report to me.
Okay. The bear takes 2 steps forward and it lifts its snout into the air, and then you see it kind of wince, and then it begins to cower.
So I take note and I look at the bear and I say, still speaking in Sylvan, and I say, "What's wrong? Is it a predator?"
Unable to find a player character with name. God damn it. Hold on, I got an error. I was trying to do something. Okay. The bear lowers its head and kind of growls in the direction, and it's directly ahead. And as you do, you can see that there's something moving towards the party at an alarming rate underneath the snow.
I'm gonna step up to Queers. So, like, push myself in front of her and shout out in Abyssal, "Where are you?"
And when you do, you see a creature erupt from the snow about maybe 30 feet ahead of you, 40 feet ahead of you. And this is a terrifying beast. It looks like a wolf, but it's the size of a horse. It's got sharp quills made of ice on its back, and the creature has a stinger like a scorpion covered in barbs, and its skin is almost translucent. You can see an eerie hellish glow coming from its mouth, and you can see skeletal ribs poking on its side, and you can see the same light illuminating it there. And as the creature erupts from the snow, you hear its voice raspy and grating, but not a hear with your ears. It's inside your mind. And the creature speaks and it says, "Necromancer. You seek to summon demons and meddle in things you have no knowledge about. I have been sent as a warning." And the creature is going to attack. Everybody go ahead and roll round 2. What? Clear. There we go. Initiative rolls, everybody.
I still see the Solinka pass.
I know. Oh, you need your tokens, don't you?
Oh, whoops. Forgot to select my token.
Should I roll again?
No, you're fine. I lied, you're not fine. I can't. I have to pull you way down here. Add turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Barkley rolled. Where is it?
5.
5. Okay. So the creature, and being how you consort with demons and summon them to do your bidding, you can do a Arcana check to see if you recognize it for what it is, and then let me know. So the creature is going to run forward here, and then it's going to attack Sila. And first it tries to... Oh god. Alright, attack with disadvantage with its bite. 16. It's a miss. And then it's going to stab at you with its tail. 23 is a hit. Okay, so you're going to take 9 piercing. And then I need a con save from Sila, please. Alright, 19 is a pass. Alright, Burton.
Yay! I'm going back to here. I will just cast self.
Is he breaking up for anybody else, or is this just me again?
Oh, I can fix. I might be.
Yeah, you're breaking up for me as well.
Okay, cool.
Is that better?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
I had my mic sensitivity really weird.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast Mage Armor and end my turn.
Mage armor and turn. Okay, see that?
I ask B, I say, do you know what this is?
It's called. Oh, hang on. Let me get that name back up because I will say it wrong.
If it's
It's called a Shusava.
yeah.
Be careful.
I try to cast, is it Geeth? On it?
Sure. Place magic command on a creature, forcing it to carry out some service or refrains from some action. Creature can understand you, must succeed on a wisdom save. Which it failed. Okay. So what is the command you are giving it?
So
It's considered a charm. Sorry.
and it lasts
yeah.
for 30 days.
It cannot be charmed.
It can't be charmed?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you're right.
Well-
Casting time 1 minute anyway. But doesn't matter. Can't be charmed.
Okay. Oh, so is it kind of like a ritual?
No. It would take 10 rounds to cast.
Okay. So then I pretty much am stuck doing that.
No. No. You didn't know. It's you can perform a different action if you like.
Okay, I give my spell slot back, and then I'm going to disengage, and I'll go back here by Victor because he seems to always know where it's safe.
Yeah. That's what he does.
Yeah. And then I just say to the creature, who sent you to give a warning? And I also ask my bear to come back to me.
Okay.
Disengage, bear.
Okay, so then Bear will take its turn after you. Go, row, and just disengages and runs there. Because for some reason, here we're gonna move down to the center of the map where there's actually room to maneuver around. Okay, that aura there, that's Hoppa's aura of protection. I wanted to make it visible so that everybody knows when they're standing in it or not.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Hoppa.
I'll use my bonus action to cast Vow of Enmity on him.
Okay. It's vowed.
I believe it's a pardon?
It's vowed.
Yeah.
You're very enmitous versus this creature.
I'll move here and I'll attack it, I suppose. I don't. Yeah, I'll attack it.
Are you sure? You don't sound too sure. Yep, pretty sure that's a hit. All right, is that all? Oh, right, nat 20 from whoever did that last week. I wanna say it was Giz, because it seems like something he would do. Fuentes with the 140 biddies. Thank you, buddy. What would you like to do with that? All right. So go ahead and roll another D8 for your damage. So another 7, and then the weapon crit. You have the option to press the attack. You can gain advantage on all attacks against your target until the end of your next turn. But then if the creature attacks you, it also will have advantage against you.
I don't want that because
I don't
I already have it. I already have advantage on every attack until it drops to 0, so
Yep.
I'm not bothered.
Okie dokie. Then it is Barkley's turn.
Well, he doesn't seem very hard to hit, so I'm just gonna haste, I'm afraid.
Okay. Inspiration on the Shusava. Okay. So haste on Amafrey and then run away.
Yep.
Got it. And then Amafrey, you are up next.
Okay. I'm going to use my first brand.
All right, and that is a nat 20. So you're going to roll another D8 and D6. Okay. So
Okay. Sneak attack.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Haste attack.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. What is this?
I didn't want to attack with my short sword.
Hey. Alright, you leave yourself exposed to harm. The enemy you are attacking is able to use his reaction and attack against you, and he will with the tail stinger. Oh, that's a miss.
Nice.
Alright,
And
and
that's it.
alright, the Shusava. It's going to burrow into the snow, disappearing from sight. It reappears a moment later, and it sneers down at B. When it does, it's going to make an attack with advantage because of Fuentes one, you beautiful bastard. He's first going to use his tail stinger. 18 versus AC.
That hits.
Take 18 piercing and make a con save. I pass, and then he's gonna bite you for another
That hits.
for another 27 piercing. Oof. The creature seems hilariously happy that he's knocked B unconscious, and you see him grab down and bite at the cloth of B's leg, and it almost looks like he starts to drag him off. Oh, Burton, it's your turn.
Oh,
You make a death save? Oh. Okay,
I mean, B's completely evil, so I'm kind of happy with the demon taking him away. What about you guys?
it's rather poetic.
Sila?
So I want to use my Staff of Frost, and I'm going to use what I always do, Ice Wall.
Okay.
Does it look like I could separate them with an Ice Wall?
Sure. Okay, so we're gonna make an ice wall, right? And we're going to make it. How long is it again? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So you make your ice wall, and you're gonna turn it so it goes between the two of them, like so, pushing B one way and the other guy the other. Unfortunately, doing so will make both of them roll the deck save, and B is unconscious, so he automatically fails. B, take it, failed death save. B, you do that. And then the Shusava is going to roll and fail the check, and then take the cold damage. Nat 20 for Spoop from Dark Mage Arcanus. Guys, they already have a bunch. You don't even have to. Why are you doing this?
And then I tell my bear, go protect B. And then I'm done.
Okay, so the bear is going to run for it. And it grabs B by the pant leg, same as the Shusava did, and he starts dragging him back.
And I'm done.
All right. Hoppa.
I'm gonna move up to B, and I'll give him a cure wounds. And then I'll end my turn.
All right. Barkley.
Yes.
Yes.
Move over here and if the thingy comes within 30 feet, I'm gonna throw a flame.
Okie doke. I'm afraid.
Okay, so I'm going to move to here. And then I'll use my bonus action to dash and try to climb the wall.
Right.
You
And
have
then-
haste anyway.
Well, he used his cunning action as a rogue. That
Yeah.
way he can still attack twice.
I mean, doubled movement.
Then I will jump right here and use my crossband 2 times.
Woo, 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 woo. Okay. As you jump off the ice wall and lunge at your opponent, you fear that you may have made a mistake separating yourself from the group, and your doubt causes your strike to falter. You have disadvantage on your next attack, but 18 is still a hit, so your fears were unnecessary. Ow! Ow!
Nice.
Cat! What are you biting me for? Alright, so you hit for 7 and 6. Alright. Is that all? Yes, it would.
Yes.
Alright, the Shusava. Now, with nothing to do but attack Amafrey, will do exactly that. First, it's going to try to bite and miss, and then it's going to try to hit you with the stinger and nails it. Go ahead and take 23 damage total. And then I need you to make a con save or be poisoned.
Gonna use my uncanny dodge.
Alright, so take
Con
11.
Save.
16 is a pass.
Nice.
Alright. Bartan.
I have a quick rules question. The robe of useful items. Would it be an action or bonus action to take something off of it and use it?
Out of your cat. Robe of useful items. It doesn't specify? You can use an action to detach one of the patches.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
From the compendium. The compendium. That searchable database everybody has access to. Ow! Cat! Okay, look, I'm gonna show you. She's sitting like right next to me. Like she's like on the desk, like pay attention to me, don't play that stupid game. And then she's like the whole time she's like pushing at my hand like pet me, and then I reach to pet her and she's like, nah, motherfucker, pet. Anywho. Yeah, you're stuck in here now, cat.
I'm just gonna move here and cast invisibility on myself.
Okie doke. Okie dokie. And then Sila?
Okay, so with the wall of ice coming from the Staff of Frost, what do I do to get the wall to disappear?
Well, if you read the spell description for Wall of Ice, a bonus action you can use to dispel it.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Do I have to actually use the spell?
No. It's you just as a bonus action you choose it. Go away now.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I get rid of that wall, and then I tell my bear, go ahead and try and, see what you can do to that thing. And I say it just like that. Like, I don't believe the bear can actually harm it, but I'm like, see what you can do. And then I'm done.
Okay, so the bear is going to charge, and it's going to run forward and attack the Shusava. First with bites and claws. You see that the bear is able to sink its teeth into the bony hide of the creature, and the Shusava does not look happy at all. So, Hoppa, go ahead with your turn.
I'm going to use a bonus action to Misty Step to the Shusava. And I'm going to swing at it.
That's a hit.
With that one, I will smite it. At a level 3 spell slot.
Okay. So with the level 3 spell slot, that's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5 d8. $24 damage. It only had 7 remaining. That's a little bit overkill. So it is.
I'm just making sure it's dead.
So you swing down the Sunblade and you hit it, and there's an explosion of radiant energy, and the Shusava's left a smoldering husk. Didn't know I had a kitty. Yeah, way back in the summer we had set it up. I had changed the stream setup since then, and the camera is still hooked up. It's just not configured at the moment because she sits on my desk next to me a lot. So whenever she sits up there, it's pointed right at her. All right. Anyway, Shusava is dead. Congrats, everybody. That was a terribly difficult fight. I know.
Hey, B, where are you?
I'm a drop invisibility.
And are you facing me?
Yeah.
I'm going to kick you in the groin.
Can I try to examine the Shusava to figure out what it is? Like, is it some kind of beast or a demon? Or
It is a demon. Yeah, it's a wolf, scorpion, infernal creature.
Okay.
I'm a clutch down and like, yeah, I'm definitely awake again.
I'm just making sure.
I'm going to check if it's carrying anything at all.
If the Shusava is carrying anything, no,
Yeah.
it has
Okay.
nothing. Nothing carried, nothing on it, nothing of value. As a matter of fact, as you guys stand around and look at the corpse, it begins to disintegrate and disappear.
Well, let's
Are the-
go.
I look at B and I say, I ask him, are the demons mad at you for constantly summoning them?
Demons are kind of mad at everyone. It's part of their deal. My family has an interesting relationship with them.
Oh. Sila is kind of nodding, but then she looks really worried, and she's thinking back to those pixies that gave her a hard time, and she's wondering if the Fae are going to be pissed off because she's always summoning Fae as animals.
You bring up a good question. I had not considered this previously. Oh no. What have we done? Okay. So after that is done, you guys are able to continue traveling for the day. And then you end up taking a long rest for the night. And during the long rest, everybody make a everybody make a con save. Oh, actually, we already did con saves for today, so this will be.
Oh, thank God!
This will be for the next day's worth of travel. and I've already moved you 3 spaces along the path. So, B, another level of exhaustion. That's 2 now. And everybody else passed.
B, you can't even roll a 6 and make this +4 work for you?
No,
Apparently not.
No, you can't step on the keyboard.
How much further have we got to go to out of the snow?
Like 5 days, I think.
I think the cat muted you. Still can't hear anything.
Cat is just, like,
Okay,
pulled out
alright,
the-
it's back. Yeah, the freaking cat muted me. Get out of here! I don't remember what I had been saying before. Yes, it's like 5 days travel. You guys get you guys got B's got 2 levels of exhaustion, and we're rolling for the next encounter if there is one. Nope. So the next day travel is uneventful.
Can as we're traveling, can Sila try to see if she can find animal tracks of something that might look like a predator?
Sure.
What do you want me to roll?
Nature check.
Can I use my net 20?
Sure. Let me get rid of that then. One of your nat 20. Okay, so you are looking for predatory animals. Animals, right? Beasts?
Yeah.
Beast. In the environment. Well, you know
I mean,
what?
I'll just tell you what she's trying to do. She's trying to seek out powerful creatures that she can use her new. Is it geese?
The
Yes.
pronunciation is
Yeah.
actually, I looked it up. It's a Celtic word, and it's pronounced gesh.
Yes.
Gesh, which makes no sense.
That counts. Oh.
So you're trying to find a creature to basically enslave with gesh. Got it.
Yeah, some druids look for powerful animals that they can turn into. She wants to look for powerful creatures that she can control.
Okay. And what was your nature roll?
I use the
Nat 20. Yes. All right. Searching through the ice and snow, you find 2 sets of prints. The first set of prints that you find are very large. They appear to be a some kind of earth sign creature, and the other set appears to be smaller, more feline in nature. Arctic.
Do they look familiar to me, or do they look like there's something from this land that I'm not familiar with?
They just look like I don't know. They look familiar. You've seen creatures similar to these, but it's hard to say for certain one way or the other until you go and investigate. Because I don't think you're
Okay.
proficient in nature animal handling.
Proficient in what?
Something that would let you know all these things.
Oh, okay. Then I think that she would go more towards the Ursine.
Okay. Larger, larger, larger. Okay. And as you are walking through, I'm gonna move your no, I'm not gonna move your tokens at all. As you guys walk forward, you eventually come across a bear, a very big bear. And I should have put it on the map so you can see it. There it is. And he's rampaging. He's frolicking through the snow, happily, minding his own business.
I mean, this is clearly a wild bear that is also, frolics through in search of herbs. I think I'm just remembering my old druid. She was a frolicker.
A frolicker.
So I think as I would be looking for these tracks, that I would say to the group, I would try to explain what I was trying to do. And then as we come closer to it, I'd say, I think we're nearing it. Can you guys try to distract this bear while I cast my spell?
I mean, it kind of seems distracted, probably minding its own business.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and try.
I could just make you invisible so you could walk up to it.
That sounds great. Let's do that.
Just gonna touch her on the shoulder.
I look down at myself. Can I still see myself?
No.
Okay.
But I can.
How's the peeping, Tommy? How's the peeping?
And then I'm going to try to stay at the max range and cast my spell. So it's a 60-foot range.
Right. All right. And what is the command you are going to issue?
So I look at the bear, even though it's still kind of far away, and I say, I will be your family now, and you are my ally, and we're going to take care of each other. And she tries to use terms like she would speak to one of her dire wolves, she uses the word pack, even though she's not sure if wolves exist in packs. Bears exist in packs. She speaks in Sylvan. Animals understand her.
If they have an intelligence, his int is 2. -4 int modifier. I'm gonna do some Google food. Yeah, Sylvan isn't it's understood by the Fae.
Well, this is what I get from being a circle of the shepherd.
Speak with beasts.
Beasts can understand your speech. Now that's a different story. Okay, so the bear can understand your command, and you're telling it that you're its family. Is that a command?
Yeah, but I say it in such a way if she were talking to her wolf, she would make it understand that it was the leader of its pack.
Okay.
She's trying to convey that to the bear.
Okay. Sure. All right, you have a polar bear companion now.
Yay.
It is
For
going
30
to
days.
for 30 days, and during this time, it is an independent creature, and remember that since it is basically forced to obey you, if at any time it does something against your command that you are its family, it's going to take, what is it, 10d10? 5d10 psychic damage each time it does so. So you walk up to it, right? And the first thing you do is, I'm your family now, and you make sure that you present it in such a way that it knows you're the leader. So the bear, being big, dumb, and instinctual, is going to test the limits of its new of this new arrangement.
Oh, jeez.
And it takes 28 psychic damage, and it recoils, and it stops, and you see it shaking its head.
And
But it does not attack you a second time. It seems to understand enough that any hostility towards you will cause it pain.
she looks so happy, like she's absolutely gleeful right now. And she comes closer to the bear and almost tries to like stroke the top of its head, like as if it were a pet. And she says to it, or she tries to convey to it in Sylvan, through her speech of the woods, you see, you should never try to disobey me. We will take care of each other. I am your family now.
As you're having this conversation, you see a giant mammoth lumbering off in the distance. It's just pounding its way as it's walking through the ice and snow.
Uh-oh.
It's not coming towards you, and it's not hostile. It's just you look up and you see a much larger beast.
Okay. She continues to like quietly murmur to the bear, and she will cast one cure wounds on it. And she says, she tries to convey to the bear, I can give you pain, or I can give you life.
Oh dear. The bear just doesn't move. It seems to have resigned itself to its new fate.
Okay. I tell it to come on.
Barkley really kind of wants to do something, but I don't think.
What
I'm
do you
not sure
wanna
if
do,
he
Barkley?
should.
What are you doing, Barkley?
I mean, droids are not here to control the wild; they are here to protect it. So he might cast Dispel Magic.
You've never cared about animals before.
Oh, he might, or he is.
He's pondering about it.
Out loud, so everybody knows.
He'll think
Yes.
on it for the next few days.
I'll see how she treats it and then make my decision.
The bear looks at you, Barkley, and it's very sad.
But it's still alive.
Okay, now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and continue traveling. Where are we now? Another 3 days. I need con saves from everybody. Ew, I'm so tired. Sila with a fail. So B goes down to 1 exhaustion. Sila's up to 1. And then for an encounter? Nope. Again, travel is uneventful.
I think she wants to try again.
To try to try to geesh something else?
Yep.
Isn't it concentration spell?
No. It lasts for 30 days.
Oh dear.
I was just looking at it. I also saw that when cast at a higher level, the duration is increased to a year.
Yep. Okay, so do another nature check, see if you can find something.
Do I have another net 20?
You do? What is this game? All right. The zoo continues to grow. All right.
No, not a zoo. An army.
An army. A magical beast army. This. Oh, there it is. Okay. So looking around, you find again. This time, the only thing you find is those feline footprints.
Okay.
And
I will.
As you follow them, you guys come to a clearing where you can see several.
That picture seriously looks like a sad polar bear.
He is sad. You can see a small pack of saber-toothed tigers eating a carcass.
I'm going to stand back behind the polar bear. And do they all look about the same size to me?
Mm-hmm.
Can I determine if one is a leader?
Nature check.
Okay. Can I use guidance?
Sure. All right. Looking at the pack, you can tell that the alpha is not here.
Okay. Then I will just try to, as quickly as I can, begin the spell on the one that's closest. And I guess that's this one right here. And before I start, I try to whisper to the group. I say, I'm going to try to do this quickly, but the other ones might become angry, especially if it doesn't work.
Okay.
And then I start the spell, and then I try to target the closest one, and it looks kind of tigerish, kind of lion-like to me, and so I say, I am of your pride now, and I am your leader.
Okay.
Come to me, and we will hunt
Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative, because these creatures they are a little bit more in tune with their surroundings, and as soon as the magic begins, they turn in your direction and begin to snarl, and the creatures become hostile. And let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put Victor in the turn order. Oh, duh, bear. And them as well. Okay. So seeing all this happening, the bear is going to do what it believes its master wants it to do, and it's going to run forward and try to protect his master. And he does so by attacking the bear, the creature in the front with bites and claws. Okay. Sila, I should start the tracker. So Sila will spend her turn maintaining casting the spell. I'm afraid.
I'm going to move right here and just ready an action whenever a tiger comes near me. I will use an attack. And that's it.
Barkley?
Okay, I'm just gonna refuse to do any harm to these. So I'm gonna move away and end my turn.
Burden?
We go with the Sila. How much do you want one of these?
Do I know if I try to speak if it will cancel out my spell?
You do have to concentrate on your spellcasting right now.
I wave him away as I continue on my spell.
I'm gonna cast on. Do I know which one she's trying to cast on? I assume not.
Do an Arcana check. Alright. Your knowledge of spellcasting, and after examining Siliqui, you can see that her focus is intensely trained on this one in the front. And you can accurately guess that this is the creature that she's trying to use her geesh on.
Do I know if that creature were to disappear, if it would cancel the spell?
Well, it certainly would. She can't concentrate it on...
So I just want to make sure.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'm just going to sigh and cast Vitriolic Sphere, centered as far back as I can to not hit the polar bear.
So, what's the radius here?
Let me...
Isn't it 20?
I believe it's 20.
Yeah, because I thought it was the same as a fireball.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Okay. So the saber-toothed tigers are going to make dex saves. So they only take 13 damage only. Wow. This one takes 26. That one takes 26. And then at the beginning of their turn, they take the acid burst, right?
At the end.
Okay. All right. Well, it's their turn now. This one is going to... Hey, Gura, you can provoke an opportunity attack if you'd like. And which one is this against?
Who entered my range first?
This one.
And then that.
Alright, and so as it runs past, you slash at it and it dies.
Well.
Well, the second one is going to try and pounce on Amafrey. Move 20 feet. It hits with the claw, so nope, it's not going to. Womp womp. And the third one is attacking Hoppa in his shell, trying to bite and get at the tasty morsels. Obviously, that is a miss. Hoppa, inside your shell. What do you want to do?
I'm going to start going to sleep.
Victor will bonus action Misty step away and fire a cantrip, firebolt. And then as he does, he's going to shout, "Why do you keep leading us towards dangerous animals, woman?" Polar bear is going to take its turn. You see it turn towards the saber-tooth tigers, and it's going to raise its paw up like it's going to attack, but you can tell like that there's some hesitation there. But then it follows through anyway and claws at the tiger. And then a bite. Sila.
Sila just kind of, I think when she sees the one that she was concentrating on die, she'll release the spell and she'll probably just yell in rage, and then she'll use her Staff of Frost to make an ice wall across these two.
Oh dear. and what does she yell at everybody?
I don't think she says anything. I think it's just like a raging growl, kind of.
You know, I really don't understand. Can you like demonstrate?
No, I can't.
Okay. All right, bam, and the ice wall cuts across and kills both of the remaining animals.
And was it Amafrey that killed that saber-tooth?
It was.
She just walks past Amafrey and glares, and then she comes to her polar bear and tries to. Is it a him or a her?
I can't say you've checked.
She probably wouldn't bother to check now. Maybe later she'll. And,
Just quickly.
Did you just assume his gender?
She'll pet the polar bear and she'll say to it, "You are obviously a better choice over these saber-tooths, anyways."
Now what are you doing? Get over here. All right.
And she doesn't even acknowledge that the polar bear looks like it doesn't want to be there. She hugs it and she's like, "Thank you for trying."
Yeah, like, oh man, you're so good to me, polar bear. All right. Let's travel again. Another day. Another round of Constitution saves.
Before we go, could I like stay behind and try to resurrect them with cure wounds?
Resurrect the
Saber-tooths.
Yeah. Yeah. So as the party moves on, you spend some time mending their wounds, and you can see that they were not dead, just merely unconscious and bleeding. Certainly would have died if not for your intervention. They are still alive.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Barkley's been killing animals left and right, and now suddenly
He's grown a conscience.
This is different. Guess they didn't come to us to kill us.
As Barkley walks past me, I'm just gonna one by one toll the dead them.
What? No. You walked ahead. He stayed behind.
Ah!
He said, when the rest of the group. All right, so Sila, that is a second level of exhaustion for you. Burton, where's your con save?
Yep.
Yep, that's a second level.
Also, I would like to keep an eye out for some kind of a long branch that kind of resembles a snake.
Okay, where you guys are currently, I'll move you back to the map so you can see for reference. you see you're heading into the forest, and looking around, you are able to eventually find. Go on, get out of here. Get on my nerves. You find a long branch that is, curved and twisty and snake-like, and okay, you found one. What are you gonna do with it?
Cast a spell.
Cast a spell?
Awaken.
Oh.
I was just about to do that too.
No! No! Oh god, no! Okay. So you are casting Awaken on a tree, and somehow...
On a branch.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing since it takes 8 hours to cast, it would take my rest.
Yeah. So you will also gain 1 level of exhaustion since you did not sleep. Alright, but... Okay. Awaken... I accidentally clicked on something and closed my game, so I'm waiting for everything to load back in now. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing when that happens. Huge or smaller, beast or plant. Have no intelligence, score intelligence 3, intelligence 10. Also gains the ability to speak. Target is a plant, gains the ability to move. So you're just gonna touch the limb? Just the one little...
Like a fallen branch. I was thinking of like a wooden giant constrictor snake.
That's an interesting thought, but...
It has to be alive, doesn't it?
No, it's... If you're touching a plant, you get 2 options. If it's a small plant, you get an awakened shrub. If it's a large plant, you get an awakened tree. So, shrub it is.
Okay.
All right. It's your friend. It loves you.
Yay! It's like my
This-
very own
this is this
Pokemon.
branch that can talk.
It can. What language is it going to be able to speak?
Common.
Common. Okay. So, so as this little branch springs into life, it sprouts some leaves, and it looks up and it goes, "Hello, master."
Greetings, my friend.
Well, what are we doing?
We are demonstrating the effectiveness of giving gifts instead of assuming control.
Well, that sounds swell. Appreciate
Yes.
that.
You're a very smart plant now, so act like it.
Tosses it off into the woods. Okay, cool. I made my point.
After a couple moments, it comes lumbering back. Well, what'd you do that for?
Come.
All right. Anybody else doing anything? We traveled. You guys get to do a thing. Yeah, we do a thing. Hoppa's still sleeping, so they left you behind. Uh-huh. Where the hell did it go? Alright. In the clearing of the forest where you currently stand, you follow the... Damn it. You follow the road, and eventually... I'm going to get the right map eventually. And eventually the clearing turns, and you're greeted by a horrific sight. There is a woman, question mark, standing in the road, but she's quite large, almost 8 feet tall, and her skin is covered with festering pustules and tumors and monstrous growths. She has several animal skulls and bundles of twigs and leaves wrapped around her midsection, and her dirty robes have almost bonded with her skin amidst all the filth. She's this gigantic, misshapen creature. And accompanying her is what appears to be a very large wolf that has a humanoid face. And standing here, the two block your path.
What are you?
I am sent to block your way. You shall not make it back again. I will claim your skull, add it to my collection, and I will report to Lord Strahd that I have taken care of his enemies.
Can we tell what she is and what the wolf with the human head is?
If you would like to make an Arcana check, I would allow it.
Can I do it with guidance?
Sure. Oof. Okay. You don't know what she is, but you recognize her as a hag.
No.
All right. You also realize that even though the tall humanoid appears to be female, the voice talking to you is male.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm on the wrong tile.
Pretty sure everybody is.
Ah, okay.
Do I get a sheet for the shrub?
Oh, yeah. We can do that. Awaken shrub. Edit.
Can I
Two
move
players
the bear?
choose. Berkeley. There. Now I don't have to deal with it. I'm gonna close it.
And how big is it?
It's very small. Very, very small. Actually, if you look on the... Oh, that just shows you the character sheet, right? It doesn't show you the first tab, the bio and info.
Bio? No, I see everything.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's a shrub. It's... You remember you picked up a limb from a tree. So it's all coiled around, and it's maybe 2-3 feet tall. It's tiny.
So I could carry it like a backpack?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do that.
Alright, so it's wearing you like a backpack.
Yeah.
Alright.
I move back and I tell the bear, come back here. They look dangerous.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to take that back. Hoppa, Barkley, B, I'm afraid, Sila, roll initiative, please.
I don't roll this shit.
Rolled for the shrub. I meant to roll for myself.
Okay, roll for yourself too. Okay. So first is the shrub, currently perched on the top of on Barkley's shoulders.
I don't want him to do anything. Can he hide?
Yeah, he crawls inside your backpack.
Awesome.
Awesome. You know what? Let me do this now before I forget, because I will forget.
Can I move the bear?
No, because you don't control him. You just commanded him. You have two, and Burke has one. All right. That way I know. All right, Hoppa.
They're quite far away. I'll move my 30 feet. And I'll guiding bolt the hag.
Okay. Guiding bolt away. $23 higher level cast for 18 total.
I know, right? I didn't get ripped off at all.
All right, and the next attack against the hag will have advantage.
And I'll have my turn.
Sila.
She looks at the bear and she says, "I said come here, bear." She hasn't even given it a name yet. And then she looks at the hag and she tries to do her geese. Geese.
Geesh. Okay, so round 1. Let's see if she's still alive in 10 rounds. Alright, polar bear. He looks back at you. But being a instinctual beast, he is instead going to run forward. 30, 40? Damn it, bear, how far can you move? 40. He is going to run forward and attack the hag.
Does he take damage?
No. He's still following your command. He's treating you like you are his family. 16, 23. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Next is Amafrey.
I'm going to move here next to Hapa and use my crossbow on the hound.
Okay. The
And
bolt
that's it.
hits it, but it doesn't even flinch. It makes no notion that the bolt causes any pain or discomfort.
Okay. That's it.
All right. The hag is going to take its turn. And you see it just look at the polar bear standing in front of it. And it begins to... It lifts up this large, misshapen hand and just starts hammering it. Just pounding it. 33. And then after that, it's going to lean in and it sinks its teeth into the fleshy area of the polar bear's throat. Or at least it tries to. It's not successful in its attack. Okay. Barkley.
I'm so sad for this bear.
Are we the good guys?
We haven't been the good guys for a while.
You haven't, I have. Okay, I'm just gonna cast Cold Lightning. So 60-foot radius
Okay.
cloud.
Is it a sphere? Yeah, you said radius. Alright, I have no idea if that's even close. No, that's that's about half the size. So
It covers the whole map.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay, and then I want to call down a bolt over here.
Okay. So call down the bolt. DC 16 from the two of them. Fail. Oh, wait, that was the hag. And pass. Okay. Are you finished?
Yep.
Up next, the Hound. You hear that male voice speaking again, and the voice shouts out, "You will not continue your journey!" And you realize that it's the dog that's been talking to you. The hag hasn't said anything. What's up, Daisuke? What? Oh, we're your favorite group? Glad to hear that. All right.
Yay!
Yay! All right, and the dog, you see it begin to run, but it runs off the ground and up into the air. And it kind of runs and flies through the air, and it lands here in front of B. And then it is going to it stops its advance, and it throws its head back into the air, and it lets out this unearthly howl. I need everybody to make a wisdom save. Holy crap. Alright, don't make the party do wisdom saves. What is this? Hey, I'm afraid. We got one!
Yeah, even with a +4.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, I'm afraid. Da bear. I got 2. That's a scared bear. Victor is already prone to being afraid. Is it level 3 exhaustion? Yeah, disadvantage on saving throws. Okay. That will be his turn. It's B.
I'm just gonna put out my hand and cast Banishment on the Hound.
No, you wouldn't.
DC 16.
DC 16 charisma.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, it was in chat, Barkles.
Bark, bark.
Okay. So that was your turn, right? You want to try to walk away?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try. What level spell can I use if I cast a spell again?
Cantrips.
As a bonus, I can only cantrips get it. I'm just gonna try and walk away.
Bark.
I will shield it. Sorry.
You can't. You already cast a spell this turn, and that is not a
Oh
cantrip.
yeah.
We literally just talked about it.
Yes.
How do you forget that? It was 2 seconds ago!
I might spell slot back.
All right.
How much do I take?
25, 10 piercing, 15
I'm not
psych.
frightened.
Yes.
Just if I'm frightened. Aha!
Oh,
I win.
no. That's not counting the extra damage if you're frightened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't see the whole thing. It's formatted 2d6 plus 4 piercing, 4d6 psychic damage, plus 4d6 psychic damage if you're frightened.
I will continue moving. Because I'll end here next to Soliloquy.
All right, Victor. Anybody want to guess what Victor is going to do with his first turn?
See you later,
fireball?
Victor.
No, he's gonna run away and mage armor himself. It's what he always does his first turn. There's something bad over there, guys! Ah! And he runs away and he's like, mage armor! All about that self-preservation. Alright, it's Bushley's turn.
You can just delete him from the tracker.
But I don't want to.
I'm not gonna use him.
Oh. Then why'd you make him?
At what point do you start wearing him as armor?
He's more of a spy than a warrior.
Put him outside some guy's house.
Yeah.
I'll bonus action vow of enmity the hound,
Okay.
and then I will smack him.
Smack him with what now? Oh, okay, hold on. So you pull out the sunblade, and as soon as the sunlight touches the hound, you see a panicked expression on his face, and he blinks out of this realm of existence.
Holy crap!
Was that a spell?
No.
I don't know what to do. I only hit things. I'll end my turn.
Okay. Sila.
Sila continues concentrating on her spell.
Oh, that is a good point. No, B, you can totally still see him. Sila is maintaining the spell. Oh, that's right. You're trying to geesh the who?
The
Hag.
The hag. Okay. Polar bear taking its turn. It is not afraid since it cannot see the hound anymore. It is going to attack the hag. And then it'll be Amafrey's turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here and then dash with my bonus action so I can move here. And then use my frost brand. Does it hit?
13 is a miss, no.
Then I'll use my short sword. No, I can't.
17 is a hit.
That's it. No, but I can't use it. I already used my bonus action.
Oh, okay. So you're not hitting it with the short sword?
Yes. And that's it.
Okay, the hag will take its turn. Seeing you walk up to it now, it's going to use those massive, gnarled, and misshapen arms it has, and it reaches out in both directions, and it wraps its arms around you and tries to get you in an embrace, Amafrey.
Ugh.
Okay, it missed. It missed. Don't read all that. You don't need to read any of
Holy
that. You don't need to read any of that.
Oh!
Oh!
All right, Barkley.
More lightning.
Same spot as before.
Not like behind him.
Oh,
Or
come
her.
on, man.
You could find right on the fucking polar bear.
Yeah. Put him out of his misery. Okay, so the hag is going to make a dex save. Pass. Oh, and that is gone now. Okay, finished?
I'll move here. And that's it.
Burton.
I'm gonna look at the creature. Are you just gonna stay there?
Yep.
I cast mage armor on myself. I'm just gonna walk to here. That's all.
All right, Victor is going to take its turn now. His turn He is going to throw a firebolt at the hag. And hit. Papa?
I don't know what to do. I'll guiding bolt the hag again.
Oh dear. Alright, so the radiant energy comes down. It hits the hag in her twisted hump, and she falls to the ground, dead.
Damn it, Hoppa.
It's evil. It dies. Where's the other thing? And then I'll let my turn.
Oh, are we still in? I'll move back.
Okay. So we'll see. It is your turn.
Can I healing word the hag?
Hey!
Never mind.
Guys, Kinawa, thank you for the donation,
Gifts all
buddy.
around and you all are
right.
amazing.
So
Less than 3.
Here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to do exclamation RD100 followed by space 1, space 2. Do that 5 times, and then we'll sort out what they find and where, okay? But you actually get to determine what they get. All right. So Sila, you want to healing word the hag. I heard
no,
you
I
correct.
take it back.
Are you certain?
I'm certain.
Okay. All right then. So are you finished?
I just move forward and then I healing word the bear. And I yell at the bear. I say, see what happens when you don't do what I tell you to do? Look at how hurt you are. And I'm done.
All right, the bear is gonna come back towards you, and it's got its head kind of hung low, and it's got a sad expression on its face. I'm afraid.
Because I can see the other guy, I'll just look at the rag and try to search it, see if I find anything.
On the hag, you find nothing of value, but there is a small map that says, "We will meet here, sister."
Okay, yeah, I pick up the map. And that's it.
Okay. She did. Barkley?
I'll move here and ready a bolt. If I see the dog, I will call a lightning.
Alright. Let me grab you. Alright, so seeing the dog in the ethereal plane, you can see that it doesn't move. It's almost like it's paralyzed after being exposed to the sunlight radiating from Hoppa's sword. Alright? It's the dog's turn. Nobody else knows that, but you have true sight, and you can see into the ethereal plane, which is why I pulled you down and am telling you this. Alright, back up. Burton, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna step over here, maintaining eye contact the entire time. Hopper, put the sword away.
Why?
Trust me.
No.
Targeted on Hopper. banishment.
Wait, what? Did you?
How much? If he's not going to put it away, I'm going to banish him. Never mind.
I'm a paladin.
All right, let me. 1 second, guys. So let's see. Get out of here. Yeah, I knew that was in there. I couldn't believe it. Okay, we will deal with that in a moment. Okay. Alright, back to the game. So are you finished then, B?
Yeah.
After trying to banish your Victor is gonna take his turn. He starts shouting, "Guys, I think we should get out of here!" Nappa?
So, can I see where he's staring if he's maintaining eye contact at all times?
Yes. The entire time B has moved, he's continued to look at the space where the hound used to be.
Can I take a blind swing there?
You do, but it does nothing. You're just cutting through empty air.
Okay. I'll turn the sword off, but I'll keep the hilt in my hand.
Okay. Alright. So the sword has been put away. Sila?
Sila's just been berating the bear, and she's wondering why people are still standing around.
Okay. The bear looks very upset because of Sila scolding it. You see he's becoming quite agitated. Hostile, even. The bear tries to bite Sila because he doesn't like the way he's being treated. Slash R5D 10. Of course, taking any hostile actions towards Sila immediately causes him a great deal of pain. Oh no, and the bear is unconscious.
In Barclay's eyes.
Sila, did you take your 10 damage from the bear's bite?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm afraid.
I'm going to move near Barclay and show him the map. Look at this. And that's my turn.
Barkley? I'm going to use my turn to look at it.
I'm gonna use my turn to look at it.
Oh my god. Armageddon!
Does it break my concentration?
No. There's no real enemy combatants yet, so you are able to take a gander at the map while still maintaining the storm cloud.
Okay, what's special about it? It's a map.
All right. After a moment, you see the creature returns to its plane of existence, and when it does so, it turns and looks at Happa, and then it runs away. It puts distance between him and Happa. Happa, him running away from you will provoke an opportunity attack.
If I swing with a sword again, he's going to disappear, isn't it?
Would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Yes, but with my claws.
Oh, That is a hit. All right, so it just runs over here, and then the hound is going to attack Sila. Kerchomp. It's miss. Definitely miss. And then Burton.
So I'm just going to acid arrow it
Oh,
at level 3.
welcome back to the prime material. By the way, here's some acid.
I have a nat 20, right?
You do indeed have a nat 20.
I finally used it.
Yes, you did. Okay, so nat 20. Go ahead and roll another. Oh, wow. Another
Is acid arrow a spell?
5d4. Yes, it is.
Damn, I already used my reaction. Never mind.
7. So 7, 14, 15 acid damage. And then it will take the other 5 at the start of its turn.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna back this way.
Alright. Victor gives out a little shriek of terror when the creature rematerializes. Ah! And he's going to throw another firebolt. Papa?
So he doesn't like my sword. Move next to him. Can I use... I can. I'm going to use Branding Smite. And my claws again.
So, your claws with the branding smite.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a hit. Anything else?
And I'll claw him again.
That is a miss.
And that's my turn.
Sila?
Infestation?
Okay, what kind of con save? It's a pass.
And
Oh, go ahead.
and she just kind of sighs at the bear and casts healing word on the bear.
Okay, so then the bear is going to stand up and attack the hound. I can't stop yawning. Sorry. That's the hound's sheet. There we go. For 5 damage, and then the hound goes down. Okay.
Can I tell if the bear is still under the spell?
Under Geesh?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Boo.
Alright. So what is the party doing now?
Looking at the map.
Alright, the map, again, just a crudely drawn, map. It just shows the road and a couple, there's a couple arrows drawn on it. And then the words again, in common, this is where we will meet, sister.
Do you know where that is, Barclay?
Do I?
You could probably figure it out from where you're standing.
I think so, yeah.
Well, let's go see who she was meeting.
I'm gonna hobble up to the rest of the party. What are we talking about?
The hag, she had a map.
Yes.
And then I show it to B.
Okay. So are you guys going to follow the map?
Is the location within 1 day's travel?
Yes, it is. It's actually, you think it would just take an hour or so.
Sure, but can we sit down for a second first? I want to clutch at the claw wound.
Nope, and I'm going to carry on going.
Well, I did say that it was an hour away. And remember, a rest doesn't necessarily mean sleep. It's
Yeah.
any light activity. So if you're going to spend an hour walking through the woods, you could certainly still roll a hit die and spend it as if it were a short rest.
Well, let's go then.
While you guys do that, I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Hey, Smelly.
Hey, Smelly.
Hey, other Smelly.
Hey, Daddy.
Tell me.
I'm looking stuff. Well, Daddy,
What?
I got a quick question. Are there like kids that's like under the age of 13 have YouTube accounts? Is that a question? Because some YouTubers like Ryan's Toys are there. It's like it's like a toddler. He has a YouTube account, and you have to believe it. They've been on YouTube for like 2 years, and he has 12 million.
I think I have upset Harper.
I'm not sure. Should I start a YouTube account?
So, do you still need healing, B?
You said you think you upset him with that attempted banishing? Nah, he's fine.
Paladin recently switches to Vengeance. Tries to, like, betray him.
I think you might be getting a dose of Happa's vengeance soon.
Would Happa realize that someone tried to banish him?
Yeah. Usually when you cast a spell against somebody, they know that you did. The only time that they don't is if it's like a charm and you were successful.
They don't know what the spell is, but they know
Yeah, they know you did something.
And even then with a charm, when the charm ends, I think they're gonna realize something was up.
Yeah. Most charm spells, especially low level ones, they specifically say at the end of the spell they know that they were charmed. Which almost always makes them immediately hostile. Alright, anyway.
So, before we start the journey, I would like to cast Cure Wounds on either B or the bear. If B needs it, then it's on him.
I'm okay.
That's a choice for you to make.
Then the bear.
Does the bear recover hit points as well?
No. As an NPC, he doesn't have hit dice to roll. Neither does Victor.
Yeah, Victor never gets hit.
That's because he's smart.
How dare you make judgments about my intelligence?
He just looks at you and he's like, "Aren't you a wizard as well? Do you not know Misty Step, Shield, Mage Armor? You need to protect yourself, lad. Play smarter, not harder." He seems quite ruffled that you insinuated that he's a coward. Even though we all know he definitely is. Alright. Traveling along the road, you eventually come to a small, decrepit cabin nestled in a dense area of the woods. And standing outside the cabin, not only like 10 feet away from where you currently stand, you see two more hags, each accompanied by a hound of their own. And you see that the hags are in conversation. But again, neither of them speak, only the hounds. And you guys are approaching through the woods. It's very dense. I would like everybody to make a stealth check. And this is going to be a group roll. If the majority passes the stealth check, then the entire group will be unnoticed.
Can I use guidance?
Of course you can use guidance. However, I would like to point out those with level 2 exhaustion make this roll with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, we disadvantage. It's fine.
And
It's level 1 exhaustion for ability checks. So that's me too.
okay, I thought level 1 was half movement. Or do I have those reversed?
Level 2 is half movement.
Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Hop a past, B past. No wait, B. Where's your second roll?
It's in there. I rolled 21.
Okay. Pass, pass, pass. Fail. Pass. So the majority is passed. Okay. So you guys have approached unnoticed. Let me just check that one more time to make sure. Yes. All right. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. I mean, you are going to attack, right? You're not going to...
Do
I
we
guess-
get to surprise them since we stealthed in?
That's usually how the game works. Yeah. 1, 2. Is that everybody? I'm not paying attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da bear. Da Victor. Da Bush. He gets a turn whether you like it or not.
No.
All right. Victor will have the first action in combat. And seeing how you guys are in a position of advantage, and he's still quite upset about the accusations of him being a coward, he marches to the front of the group. He's like, I'll show you a coward. And then he throws his hands out, and he is going to do an ice storm. That is quite a lot of movement. An ice storm. No, a cone of cold in this direction. Whoosh. Alright, so both hags will pass the check. And the hounds, 1 pass, 1 fail. And that will be his turn. Okay. The bear. The bear kind of pushes back, surrounding Sila, and he puts his head down and starts growling in a protective stance. Hoppa. I should probably start the tracker, huh?
I'm going to move to here, and then I'm going to Misty Step to there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull out the sword, hopefully scare these 2 dogs and hit this woman.
Alright, first attack hits, second one misses.
And that'll be my turn.
The hounds will take their turn next. The one that is remaining is going to use its baleful bang. So I need wisdom saves from everybody. B failed. Is that a fail from Sila as well? That is a fail from Sila. And I'm afraid. Everybody's scared. Sila's behind the bear.
Are we not immune to it because we passed before?
This is a new hound and a new combat an hour later.
No.
Yeah.
But it says for the next
I
24
don't care. You're
hours.
feared now.
Stop ruining my game.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wait. Who else was it?
Me.
You. And then the bear. And the victor. Which not even gonna roll. Alright. Is Bushley gonna do a turn?
It's gonna stay there and look like a bush.
Okay. The Hags are gonna take a turn. This one going to walk forward, and you see it throw out its massive arms and try to give Barkley a hug. Miss.
Miss.
The other one going to try and hug Hoppa. And miss.
That's a lot of 30s.
I'm afraid. Luckily for you guys, it's a very slow, lumbering attack. So it should be fairly easy to continue to dodge.
Okay. I'm going to move here. And attack with my Frostbrand.
14 is a miss.
Okay. And then my short sword.
Also a miss.
And that's it.
Sila?
Okay. So she has to move away from this one?
No. No, that's... fear only means you can't move closer to it, and you have disadvantage on attacks.
Oh, okay. Then she will try to cast Wall of Ice with her staff. And can it go like that?
Yeah.
So here's the thing I don't understand, because you asked me this before, like how long is the wall? It doesn't actually say. It just says if it's a sphere, then it's a 10-foot
radius.
Or it makes up contiguous 10-foot square panels.
No, it says, or you can shape a flat surface made up of 10 10-foot square panels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says the number and the letter right next to each other.
So 100
So
feet.
basically 100 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it have to be in a straight line?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
if it just says 10-foot square panels, could it not be like a maze?
No, a continuous. It says a flat
Oh, okay.
surface. So, bam. That's a big wall. And we want it to go... Bam!
Yep.
Alright, and we're pushing them away from the group?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Alright, Anna's Hag making a save. Failed. Taking cold. And then the Yeth Hound passed. Alright.
And I'm done.
And then it will be Burton's turn.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to cast Misty Step and go 30 feet this way.
Okay.
And then continue going and not reach the end of the wall. And then I use my action to dash. And still not have line of sight.
Can you actually see? I had put up a barrier, but then Let's turn it on.
Now I can't see anything.
Yes, I knew. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not working because this map is already formatted. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. All right. So now you said you're finished, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Barkley?
Haste. I'm afraid.
There you go.
What?
Touch. Oh no, 30 feet. Never mind. Ignore that.
And then I'm done.
Victor, seeing the massive ice wall in front of him, he is simply going to turn to Amafrey and say, "Well, Appa's dead. We should be on. Let's go."
It would solve a lot of my problems.
Alright, the bear is still, like, seeing the ice appear. He's quite afraid. You can feel him trembling against you, Sila. But he still stands in front of you and takes a protective stance. Hoppa?
Hopper's gonna hit again. And then the last one's gonna have a level 2 smite on it.
Okay. So 3d8. Alright. The hound is going to walk around the wall. Oh no, wait, they can fly. What am I talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rah! Rah! That is a hit. Right? Yes.
Yes.
So 9,
+2 AC.
20. Still a hit.
Yes.
And then you are frightened. So total of 20, 32.
I will use my uncanny dodge.
Of course you will. Take 16. Bushley?
Being a bush.
You don't want to throw him into combat?
He'd die.
Nah, he'll be fine.
He's really weak.
Alright, the hags, they're both going to try to crush Hoppa. 17? That's a miss. Second one with advantage.
Why did you give that one advantage?
Because he really wanted
pack
it to hit.
tactics?
Yeah. Okay.
I like that he bought it.
I mean, it missed. I'm gonna buy it. It's fine.
I'm afraid.
So I'm not afraid anymore, right?
Why would you not be afraid anymore?
It's just one turn.
Is it?
It says on the yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to disengage with my bonus action. Move up here.
That means everybody's not afraid anymore.
Yes. And down here. And then use my Frostbrand.
That is a hit.
This one and sneak attack. That's it.
You have haste.
Oh yeah. Then one more attack.
Wait, where'd the marker go? 13 is miss.
Yes.
Sila.
Okay.
Sila uses her bonus action to make the wall disappear, and then she uses her staff again to do another ice wall.
Delete the thing. There you go. All right. There's an ice wall. And where is this one being positioned?
Like that?
You said right here? This is a good wall. No, she said like here.
Yep.
Okay. Push them both to the other side. So that's how many charges it's just consumed? 4?
It has consumed 8 charges.
8 charges. And it has how many remaining?
2.
2. Okay. I forgot what I was rolling. Dex. Fail. And then the hound. Pass. Dies anyway. Are you finished?
I'm done.
B?
I'm gonna get disgruntled and walk my 15 feet. And then I'm just gonna Misty step to over here. Just so I'm near people. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Barkley?
Okay, I'll move over here and ready a flame. If I see something, I'll throw it. If I see an enemy.
Okay. And Victor? Still confused. Victor's going to come down and also ready in action in case he sees an enemy. And the bear is going to the bear is convinced that Sila is in danger. So he is actually going to try and knock her to the ground. Sila, can you make a strength check contested by the bear's strength check? Oh, well, so he succeeds in knocking you to the ground. And the bear is going to sit on you. He's just going to make sure that you are completely protected from any harm.
What?
He looks back to make sure that you're okay. Just like your head and your arms, like your shoulders are sticking out. Papa?
I'm gonna. Can I use my bonus action to put the sword away?
Why do you need to use the bonus action?
Because I don't know if it's an action or not. Because I want to ready an attack action.
No. You just put the sword away as your free interaction for the turn.
Okay, so I'll do that, and I'll ready a guiding bolt for when the dog reappears that was next to me.
Okay, well, coincidentally, he is next in the turn tracker. So after a moment, he reappears, and then 3 reactions are all going to happen. You're going to guiding bolt, Victor's going to firebolt, and Barkley's going to produce flame. They're like, bad guy! And all these things are going to happen simultaneously. And the poor hound, it takes the firebolt and it immediately just dies. Your guiding bolt hits the carcass, and Barkley spells misfires, and it blows up in his face. It doesn't cause him any damage, but the explosion makes it a little bit hard to see, and you have disadvantage on your attacks until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
After that, Yeth hounds are dead. So, Bushley?
Still being a bush.
Okay. The hag, you see that she is standing on the other side of the ice wall, and the ice wall is, it's ice, so you could kind of see through it, and then you see her rear back her massive fist, and then she just hauls off and punches the wall, and she just destroys an entire section, and she just walks through, and then she tries to give Hoppa one more hug. $24.
That was a hit. I'm just trying to calculate the damage.
So,
I believe it's 80.
yes, that is 80 damage from a crushing hug. And you are grappled. And at the start of your turn, you will take another 96 damage from the strength of the hug.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
Okay. 2 attacks with my rapier.
Ooh.
And sneak attack.
Hold on. 9, 10, 16, 31. Alright, even before the frost damage, she is dead.
Yay!
Yay.
Sila struggles under the bear and says, Get off of me.
I'm gonna use my last level 2 slot to Misty Step over to her. I was gonna crouch down. 2 things. First of all, I need to speak to you later. And also, did you find out if it's a girl or a boy bear?
From your new vantage point, you can tell it is definitely male.
She growls at
And then I'm gonna just
it's a
help
boy.
her push it off.
All right, elbowing the bear, he kind of move and then stands up and lets Sila free.
She turns to the bear and she speaks to him in Sylvan. She goes, What was that?
He just kind of move.
How does she interpret that?
He looks confused. He thought he was a good boy.
She realizes that the bear probably has an intelligence level equal to Hoppa, and so she just goes to him and she pets his head.
The bear actually might be a little bit smarter than Hoppa. All right. So now what would the party like to do? You've broken up the hag coven before they could ever truly meet. And now you're at this decrepit and run-down building.
I'll tell my
everything.
Search
my
everything.
bush to do that.
Tell your bush to do what?
Search everything.
Search everything. Okay. As you walk through the hag's home, you find nothing really of interest. A lot of like food goods, but saying that they're food is a bit of a stretch. It's more or less just swamp mud caked over like disgusting and rotted organs, and the shrub kind of walks out and it holds up his appendages and I don't know.
There
what?
are no like spell reagents or anything like that.
And then again, the shrub just shrugs its shoulders. I don't know.
Good job.
I want to go in and check the cabin.
Okay, investigation check, please.
Okay.
Hoppa Sila comes out and she just kind of shrugs her shoulders and goes, I don't know. Anybody else want to take a look around the Hags?
Myself.
Okay, go ahead. Investigate all the things.
I'll give him guidance.
No, I don't think he needs it. So, going in, I'm afraid immediately you spot a hidden door, right? A opening that leads into a cellar underneath the house.
I tell it to the group. There's a cellar underneath the house. Let's check it. And then I go in.
All right. Walking down into the cellar, you find a grotesque display. It's you can find that there are multiple corpses just piled in the room. And all of the corpses seem to have shared the same fate. They all seem to have bones crushed around the midsection. Their arms, their ribs are just mangled pulps, and all of the people look like they had been previous adventurers, villagers traveling along the road, whoever these hags happened to catch. And then you can see some of the bodies have been desecrated. And parts have been removed, and now you think you understand where the hags have been getting their food source. And you also see that many of these adventurers and townsfolk still have much of their equipment, although most of the items have been absolutely destroyed by the force of the hags' grip. The swords are broken, armor is mangled, but you do find a small table that has several items that appear like they were set aside for later use.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look.
All right. And on this table, you find a set of decent leather armor. You find another set of full plate mail. You find a circlet. It's golden in color, and it's got a red gem set into the front. You find another rapier that looks almost identical to your Frostbrand, and you also find a small ring with a stone set into it in the shape of a heart.
Okay.
Pocket all the things. Tell nobody.
Yes. No, let's bring everything to the group and tell Victor to identify everything. Please.
Victor, you see he opens his mouth and begins to protest, but then you let out that last little please, and he's like, I suppose just for you, I'm afraid. And he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he's like, of everybody here, you're the only one that's treated me with respect. I have to say, I do feel pretty badly about you turning into a giant orc monster. And no matter how disgusting you looked, I do appreciate you.
You're full of shit, Victor. I've been nice to you since the start.
I'm afraid he looks at him and says, "Oh well, thank you, Victor."
Yes, of course. Regardless of what the Turtle Man says, I will always be your friend, no matter how utterly revolting you look at the moment. I mean, you are quite disgusting,
Okay.
I must say. But
Okay. Thank you? Question mark.
all right. So Victor begins the ritual to identify all the items that you have brought to him, and standing there, he's like, "Oh, wow, these are quite interesting. We need a picture of the new Amafrey." No. I've done, like, you guys don't even know. Okay, for anybody who doesn't remember or know what we're talking about, right? Amafrey is a half orc, right? And in the Amber Temple, she was gifted with this dark gift that made her very tough and very resilient, but it made her sprout all these quills, these dark coarse hairs from the top of her head all the way down her back. And I went on a Google search because in old D&D, orcs were not green-skinned creatures with tusks, and they were pig people. So I started Googling images of pig orcs, right? Trying to find an orc that looked more pig-like, that had like quills like a boar has, right? Oh my god! You do not understand the things that I have seen. For some reason, there is a very large community on the internet that they fetishize orcs. Not any orcs, but big, fat, disgusting orcs. So when you search for the term pig orc, so much porn, so much. It's like. So I have given up on trying to find a picture that works for Amafrey. I'm like, no more.
I found one. You remember, right?
Oh yeah. No. You know what though? You know what? Eventually, I did find some satisfying pig orc pictures, but.
Kitty.
But that was much later. Anywho, so unless somebody wants to draw a picture of the new Amafrey, no thank you. Alright, well that was fun. Okay, so Victor begins to identify all the items, and he says, well this thing, and he pulls out the set of leather armor. He says it is magically imbued leather armor. It's for all intents and purposes, it's exactly the same as leather armor, but it's got a magical bonus to protect the wearer. The second thing that you guys have found looks incredibly familiar and nearly identical to the armor of invulnerability that you found in the Amber Temple. And as you hold the two up next to each other, you realize it is indeed a second armor of invulnerability. I don't know how two people rolled the exact same thing, but there it is. So have fun with that. You have another set of armor of invulnerability nobody can wear. The circlet. The circlet, there it is. You see that it's not the circlet that is magic, it's just the stone. And the stone was removed from a periapt of wound closure. Okay? So anybody wearing that circlet would get that there. The weapon in your hand, it looks to be of the same material as Amafrey's Frostbrand, except instead of a rapier, this one is a short sword. But it is another Frostbrand. And then the last item that you guys have found is a ring of... Where'd it go? Right here. Is a ring of regeneration, and you can see on the ring there is they look like little branches with leaves. And so everybody, I just shared all those with you. You can see who and what they do. And then you guys can discuss who gets what, and because I know a lot of people already have a bunch of magical items, and you could decide if you want to switch around your attunements or switch stuff, because after this, it'll be more traveling, a long rest, so you would be able to attune to some of the items. And I'm going to go use the bathroom, because I need to pee.
Happa kind of wants the ring.
You could grow a new pair of legs.
Yeah.
I wanted to grow my hand back.
You already have
You
a
got
hand.
a hand.
What's wrong with Hopper's legs?
We don't talk about it.
Do we have to cut off his legs first for new ones to grow back?
Probably.
And it will take 1d6 plus 1 days. But we're going to Kresk anyway. Just set Hopper up in a tavern. Then we
But
can
he's
go off
very
in
heavy, and how would he get to the bathroom?
catheter bags.
Oh,
There's pots for a reason.
You can
Just like several pint glasses underneath him.
I can take the pendant if no one wants it.
I kind of want it, but I like all my attuned items, so I'm probably gonna.
So, B, you have a cloak of protection, right?
Yeah.
Would you get the leather armor +2 and give me the cloak?
I can't wear armor. I'm
Ah,
not.
okay.
Motion
No,
to
that's
ropes.
okay. So I'll get the short sword and probably the armor too.
Does the sword require attunement?
Yes.
Oh, I'll
So
wear
I'm
it.
willing to give my ring of warmth to someone who would like it.
I think I'm okay.
What does it do? Cold
Gives-
resistance?
Yes, cold resistance, and that's it.
I have no use for it.
Okay. So, Amafrey gets a new set of armor and a new offhand weapon. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
All right, and then who's taking the circlet with the periaptive wound closure?
Me.
Okay, nobody. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. God damn it.
I heard you. I was gonna say nobody wants to contest that for him.
Oh, I thought you meant
Oh.
like nobody wants it.
Barkley notices the bush is now wearing a what? What is going on?
It's on Happa's head like hair.
All right, and then the ring of regeneration.
I think Hopper wanted that.
Yeah, Hopper wants that.
All right, so outside of combat, you eventually will heal to full. All right, because it's like every 10 minutes, and you know, I'll try to keep track and let you know when to roll your d6, but it's not going to matter. Inside combat, it's every 100 rounds. So, you know, if ever we get to a combat that lasts that long, we'll probably kill ourselves, but it's
It won't end.
yeah. All right. Anyway,
I think we came to the conclusion these items are all lovely, but most of us like the ones we have.
happy to hear that, Dice Kanawa. All right.
is there something that hasn't been taken?
Armor of invulnerability.
My ring of warmth.
Will the ring of warmth help with the cold travel?
Yes, it will.
I'll take the ring of warmth.
All right, there you go.
And wait, I have the staff, the prayer necklace, and the mammalian scale mill, right? All three of those are attuned.
Well, then you won't take the ring of warmth.
Nope.
Stick it in your bag.
Okay.
Barclays, this thing's still on my head.
Yes.
That's its
Right.
its new default resting place. Is on
Is
your
it?
head.
Well, it was. I'm going to take it off my head and I'm going to throw it.
And it dies.
I didn't say hard. I was just to throw it. Like toss it to you, so it's off my head.
I think it's only
Oh.
got like 1 hit point, right?
That thing is a
So-
living
10?
creature.
Are we
It
in
can
the forest now?
understand you.
Yeah, you guys, where you were, it's like still very cold and snowy, but you are surrounded by trees and forests again.
Do we? Do we get experience?
Yeah, I guess. I suppose. Why, are you close?
Kind of.
Slash roll. That'd be... $1,360 each. Close enough.
441 more.
Are we gonna have a long rest?
Yes, you're traveling again. Another long rest.
Before we actually long rest, I have an idea that I need Sila as a guinea pig for.
Oh dear. Okay. Let's see where this is going.
I was. Where are you from? Like, your home.
I'm from one of many villages within a vast forest. You want to know the name of my village?
If you want to share it, I just want to try something. I don't really have a home to go back to, but you seem like you really want to see it again, and I might be able to give you a very brief glance of it.
Oh.
We know we're on another plane of existence, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So she really likes this idea. She's been away from home for months. And so she tells you, my village name is Ashenwood.
Keep the name in your mind. And hopefully you'll end up there. And just let this happen. I'm gonna banish Seliqui. If they're foreign to the plane we're on, they go back to their home plane for 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh.
So returning to your home plane, Seliqui. When you arrive in Ashenwood, it's exactly as you remember it. The buildings are all where they were previously. The smells of the forest are making you so nostalgic. And as you run up through the main road of the village to try and greet some of your friends and family, you notice that something is terribly wrong.
Uh-oh. What's happened?
As you turn a corner and continue your approach towards your ancestral home, you almost trip over a corpse lying face down in the road.
Can I tell who this person is?
Yeah. If you reaching down and turning the body over, you see that it's a child, and that she has several large scratch marks running across her chest.
Am I able to identify the marks? Like if it came from an animal or some sort of monster?
Roll a we'll say a perception check.
Can I do that with guidance?
Yeah. Okay. When you stoop down low and look at the wounds, you can see that the wounds they're much too large to be from a creature. That these were made by a hand almost humanoid in shape.
It looks like a human claw mark?
Almost, yeah. as you look around, you hear a very frail voice speaking up from the bushes. Help me.
I move towards the bushes.
It's an elven man, one you don't recognize or have met before, and he's covered in blood. He's got great wounds, and you're afraid he won't be long of this world.
I try to quickly cast like a quick healing word, and I say, "Tell me what's happened here."
You find that inside your ancestral home, the magic does not come to you. He reaches out and he clutches at your robes. He's like, "It was the Queen of Air and Darkness. The Sealy Court is upset with our meddling." And on that moment, you feel the man expire.
Wow.
And in that moment, you are ripped away from your ancestral home. A minute has passed, and you land forcefully back here in Barovia.
So she's back where she was previously?
Yep, you're with Happa and the rest of the group.
She turns to B and she tries to grab his arm and she says, "Send me back."
Are you okay? Did it work?
It worked. It worked. But you have to send me back now.
I can't. You have to give me some time, some preparation.
She takes a few steps away and then...
We can try again tomorrow if you really need to see.
She turns back and she says, I forgot his name. Where's Felix?
I don't know. He's just been he's been lingering behind the group for several days now.
I spoke to a man, to an elf of my home, and he said the Fae attacked us. I don't know how this is even possible.
I'm Sinner. Everything will be fine. We'll try again tomorrow and you can get more answers.
Why did you offer to send me back?
You look like you missed home the most. And back in the temple, you told me that we should try to fight to go back to where we came from. I don't have that option, but I thought I could at least give you a glimpse of what you wanted.
Thank you.
How old are you anyway?
What?
Well, she's an elf. I'm like 32.
By the way, now that I've put the moves on you, can you? All right.
She just looks at him and tries to judge him in human years, and she says, a lot older than you.
That's fine. I thought home might have more of a meaning if you're older. I knew my home for like maybe 20-ish years. I assume you spent hundreds at yours.
Home is important.
I'm gonna walk away and go prepare for my long rest.
All right, and everybody's gonna take a long rest at this point because we have just one more day of travel before you are out of the Salonka Pass, and all through the night, Sila, you are just stressed by nightmares of what you had seen when you had returned to Ashenwood. and you can't help but wonder about how you can resolve things quickly so you can rush back home. All right, and on that note, you do not need to make a con save for this last set of throws. It's still cold, but not enough to where everybody would face exhaustion. And so we'll actually remove a level from Sila and Barkley. And B. And then we'll roll one more time on the random encounter table. And nothing happens.
So it's nighttime
Yes.
and they're in a forest.
Yep.
I think Sila would try to. I think she'd look for a tree and see if she could find one that looked like an ash tree to her.
Okay. You're being a creature of the woods, you're able to find one without difficulty.
And she'll begin trying to awaken it.
Okay. So since the spell casts 8 hours and you're doing this during your rest, you will have this will be a second level of exhaustion again. Because since you're choosing not to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. But you are successful and you now have an awakened tree following you.
How big is it?
It's tree. It is a huge creature. So it stands roughly, say, 12 feet tall, I think is huge.
She's just going, she'll just try to climb it. And if anybody's looking for her, they'll find her in that tree.
You start to climb. The creature reaches its limb down and kind of picks you up and pulls you up to it.
She's literally turned into a tree hugger, and she just holds on to this tree like it's her new best friend.
I've just got this image of Soliloquy bawling into a tree. But it's like, oh!
Huge is roughly anything from 10 feet to 15 feet tall. So yeah, it's 12 feet tall. And yeah, that's kind of the vision I get too. Soliloquy in the top of this giant tree, lamenting her lost village.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well,
I accidentally made a very sweet moment.
Yeah. All right. On that note, I think maybe we should wrap it up there for today, because we are out of the woods. Finally, out of the woods, out of the mountains, and on the next session, we will head into the village of Kresk. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, make sure you hit that follow button. Also, check out all the links under the stream. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. That way you can get notifications about stream events, giveaways, charity things we do all throughout the year. Also, check out the schedule so you know all the days we play D&D. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.